Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production, catering and accommodation, pastry and baking, culinary arts, tour guiding and operation, tourism and business management, fashion and design from artisan level to higher diploma, sales and marketing, banking and finance, accountancy, business management, ICT, CPA courses, hairdressing and beauty therapy, cosmetology, electrical engineering and installation. We also provide short courses in public relations, event management and entrepreneurship, as well as language classes in Spanish, German, French, Chinese, and sign language and interpretation. Our accredited examining bodies include NEC, ICM, CASNEB, NITA, and KISM. Accommodation is available for out-of-town students. We offer full-time, part-time, and online classes. For more information, visit us on the 4th floor of Equity House, Nakuru. Contact us at 0727 424 698 or 0721 582 532 or email info@nakurucollege.ac.ke. You can also visit our website www.nakurucollege.ac.ke. Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality, defining a culture of professional excellence. Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth.
Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station, on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production, catering and accommodation, pastry and baking, culinary arts, tour guiding and operation, tourism and business management, fashion and design from artisan level to higher diploma, sales and marketing, banking and finance, accountancy, business management, ICT, CPA courses, hairdressing and beauty therapy, cosmetology, electrical engineering and installation. We also provide short courses in public relations, event management and entrepreneurship, as well as language classes in Spanish, German, French, Chinese, and sign language and interpretation. Our accredited examining bodies include NEC, ICM, CASNEB, NITA, and KISM. Accommodation is available for out-of-town students. We offer full-time, part-time, and online classes. For more information, visit us on the 4th floor of Equity House, Nakuru. Contact us at 0727 424 698 or 0721 582 532 or email info@nakurucollege.ac.ke. You can also visit our website www.nakurucollege.ac.ke. Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality, defining a culture of professional excellence.
Are you passionate about media, communication or learning?
Naam, karibu tena mtazamaji katika awamu hii yetu ya pili. Tumeweza kurejea tena na tunaendelea na mada yetu ambayo tulikuwa tunaizungumzia. Kumbuka wiki hii we are still on my antimicrobial resistance awareness week, na pia vile vile tunapozungumzia kuhusu haya madawa ambayo tumekuwa tukiyatumia, na unapata kwamba inafika hadi mahali mwili inazoea madawa na hata hayafanyi kazi tena. Leo hii basi tutakuwa tunazungumzia kuhusu diagnosing or rather diagnosis level. Tutakuwa tunaangazia, tuko na Dr. Lilian, tuko naye katika hii awamu yetu ya pili, na tutakuwa tunazungumza naye, na pia ni kwa kweli tunakupatia fursa ya kweli wako una swali unaweza kutuuliza pale kwenye mitandao zetu za kijamii, on Facebook Mamlaka Television, on YouTube Mamlaka Television, na pia vile vile unaweza kutumia nambari zetu za simu 0721899899 ama pia ukatumia nambari yetu ya simu nyingine 0700899899. Na nitakuwa naelekea pale, nitakuwa ninasoma hayo maswali ambayo mtakuwa mmetumia. Na hivi sasa basi ningependa kuweza kuchukua fursa hii pia tuweze kumsikiza kwa mgeni wetu. Good morning madam.
Okay, good morning.
Uko salama?
Niko mzima nashukuru.
Ya, samahani tu kidogo tu nitakuwa na rejea kwako tena ili tuweze kuzungumza. Ningependa kuweza kuwajuza kwamba pia katika mtandao wangu wa Facebook tunaweza kuzungumza pale. Nyongesa Derek Official tunaweza kuzungumza nayo pale na tukaweza kupata maswali yako na tutakuwa tunayazungumzia. Kwa haya matatizo tumekuwa nayo, unapata kwamba hata wakati mwingine tunaenda kwenye chemist ama duka la dawa kutafuta madawa ambayo unahisi ya kwamba ukiwa mgonjwa unaenda kwenye duka la dawa kutafuta madawa na unapata kwamba hata hujaelekea hospitalini kuweza kupimwa, daktari akaweza kujua unaugua ugonjwa upi. Na hayo ndio matatizo ambayo tutakuwa pia tunayazungumzia. Na ni kwa wewe kuweza kutega sikio lako na kuweza kuendana nasi pamoja. Nao tunarejea tena kwa mgeni wetu wa siku ya leo, Dr. Lilian. Good morning.
Good morning.
Uko salama?
Niko mzima nashukuru.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Utokako hali iko vipi? Tunaona katika kaunti ya Nakuru kuna kijibaridi. Haya mazingira yanaweza kutuathiri popote?
No please. It's just good for us.
Yeah, it's good for us.
Yes.
Ni tabia tu ya hali ya hewa.
Yes.
Naam, tunazungumzia kuhusu antimicrobial resistance. Hii wiki basi tunaongelea kuhusu awareness.
Yes.
Na hapo jana tukawa tunazungumzia na ningependa pia tuweze kuzungumza kuhusu now diagnosing now. Tuweze kujua haswa. Lakini kabla hatujaingia kabisa kwenye mada, who is Dr. Lilian? Anafanya kazi wapi? Wakenya pia wangependa kuweza kujua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My name is Lilian Kutol.
Yeah.
I'm the medical microbiologist. Yeah, Nakuru PGH.
Nakuru PGH.
For Nakuru County Referral and Teaching Hospital.
Yeah.
Yes, I've done specialization in medical microbiology.
Yeah.
Microbiology basically means dealing with microorganisms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these microorganisms are the ones who causes infections. Yeah. These are the microorganisms we cannot see with our naked eyes. We cannot see with our naked eyes, yeah. And so that's where I've done my specialization. Yeah. Working in the lab in the Nakuru County Referral and Teaching Hospital as a microbiologist.
Wow, thank you.
Yes.
Now, maybe before we have a deep conversation, or rather a deep conversation into how to diagnose this infection, or rather these viruses. We have to understand a little bit background of how these diseases or these viruses develop.
Okay, thank you. So basically, when we talk of microorganisms or infectious agents, not only it deals with viruses. So here we are dealing with those organisms which we cannot see with our naked eyes, and we can have around 4 classifications. We have viruses. You can say viruses we cannot see with our naked eyes. Bacteria, we have fungi, and we have parasites. Something even like malaria parasites. It's a microorganism because we are not able to see with our naked eye. Yeah. So these are organisms which are present in our environment. They are part of us. Yes. So at some point we have what we call normal flora. These are microorganisms which are just within us and they are of good to us. They live in harmony with us. So there are those which causes infections and various infections depending on the type of the organism. So be it a bacteria, it causes bacterial infections. The virus, viral infections. And so for all these microorganisms, they cause different infections and also they have different types of medication. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So when we talk of antimicrobial, so these are drugs or agents which can be used to treat these in microorganisms. So we call it antimicrobial. So it's a general term for all the classifications of the viruses. We have bacteria, fungi, and parasites. But at some point we are interchanging this term, antimicrobial, antibiotic.
Antimicrobial and antibiotics.
Yes.
Okay, I also have to understand because sometimes we hear people talking about I've been using this type of medicine and it's not working anymore. At what level can we say that this drug is resistant?
Okay, so when we talk of the drug not working for me or for the infection I have, then that's the time we start to query resistance. Yes, it might be resistant, or alternatively, you might be using the wrong drug for a wrong type of infection or ailment. And we have a person who may ask that I've been using this type of drug, but nowadays it's like I'm not seeing any change. Ukianza pale mwanzoni kulikuwepo na mwili ilikuwa ina respond vizuri, then all of a sudden
Does it mean that maybe the virus has mutated or it has gone to another
something else? It may or may not be, but in that case, we can talk of now the resistance. If it has been in use, then maybe there is a resistance.
Yeah.
And so in that case, we have to confirm. Yeah, it has to be confirmed. Is there a resistance? Or should this be a different type of infection? Maybe you are assuming the same symptoms, but it's a different infection altogether. Yeah, so there are a lot of things to consider. Yes, maybe then you have to confirm the type of infection, by doing a diagnosis. And in this case, we are talking of lab diagnosis. Yeah, so that you confirm, is this there? What is this type of infection? Then you expose to this drug. Does it work towards this infection? So first of all, you do the diagnosis to know what type of infection is this. And at some point, maybe you're having an infection, it's a viral infection, and you are using antibiotics. And that's just what is being done. Over-the-counter treatment. Unaenda tu, nipe dawa, nasikia homa. Homa, what is the cause of homa?
And that was my question, because you find that unapokuwa mgonjwa, like for example, wakati huu wa msimu wa baridi. People say that it tends to be when it's cold, watu wanapata homa sana. And they don't go to hospital, they just go to the chemist or pharmacy.
And that's how we promote now antimicrobial resistance. Because you are going to the chemist, buy an antibiotic for just a common flu. Common flu is caused by a virus. Antibiotics are for bacteria. So you are treating something which is not there. It's a different thing altogether. And so the more you expose yourself to these antibiotics, then the more resistance you develop.
And at what time is it good for a person to go to seek medication or to be diagnosed?
Anytime you feel unwell, it's advisable that you go seek medical advice. Because these are clinicians, physicians, they are specialists. So when you go to the clinic, now they are able to tell you this is a viral. So they'll go further to the diagnostic parts so that they say, okay, fine, let's confirm. Is it a viral? Is it bacterial? Is it fungal infection? Or is it parasitic infection? Then you are given now the right prescription. For that specific type of infection.
And
otherwise, over-the-counter medications, you know, unaenda tu. And you know, chemist ni biashara, so they have to give you what you want.
And that has been a challenge. Has it been a challenge for people coming up? Mtu amekuwa mgonjwa, amekuwa akitumia madawa za duka la dawa, amekuwa akijitibu yeye mwenyewe. When it comes now, akienda hospitali wakati ugonjwa umemlemea, does it become a problem in terms of treatment?
Yes, it becomes a great problem. Because this person, before this person decides or this client decides to go to the hospital, atakuwa ametumia dawa. Ametumia hii, anasema hii amoxicillin haisikii vizuri, wacha niende a stronger one. So this client might go to the clinic, to the pharmacy, anasema nilitumia amoxicillin, haikusikia, ilisikia kidogo, now nataka a more stronger one. So you're given a more stronger one. Then again, haijasikia, nipe. And so this drug has been abused because it's being taken for the wrong medication. This was a viral infection. You are taking antibiotics. It doesn't have any effect. It doesn't have any medical effect on this infection because these are two different microbes. So in this case, these drugs will develop resistance. It has mwili mpaka it becomes part of mwili. So if in case there was a bacteria, itazoeana, then they start mutating. They change their mode of action. They modify the bacteria. So the next time you are sick on the same, which could have been able to act on this, then it holds because imezoea. So and that's how resistance develops.
Now, Pia, I've also been asking myself, we might blame the patient, but at the same time, we also have to blame those people who are on the front line there, because I believe when a person goes to the pharmacy, is there any need for any pharmacy to have a laboratory technician so that wakati anakuja kuchukua madawa aweze kupimwa pia, sio mtu kuja kusema nataka dawa fulani nampatia? Is there any need?
Okay, we cannot really say people to be tested in the pharmacy or in a chemist because that's not a lab. You know, testing or what we call diagnostics. You know, it has different levels of diagnostics. The testing which can be done in, say, in the chemist, maybe these rapid tests, which is not really advocated for. The purpose of a chemist is just to sell the drugs.
To sell the drugs, yeah.
Yes. So we have the clinics. We have these government hospitals where they have well-equipped labs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah.
So for, I think advocacy is very important so that they are aware, where am I supposed to? You're supposed to see a clinician, a physician, when you're not feeling well. Then this physician does examinations.
Yeah.
Should there be a need of lab diagnosis, then you are referred to a lab.
To a lab.
Yes. Then the lab does its role of diagnostics. Then they diagnose which type of infections you have. Then from there now, they go further and do what we call antimicrobial susceptibility testing. This is whereby I found out that you have this type of infection. Yes, you are suffering from pneumonia.
Yeah.
What caused that pneumonia? So we talk of organisms. We say a bacteria known as maybe Klebsiella pneumonia.
Yeah.
Then this Klebsiella pneumonia, what are their sensitive drugs? Yeah. It responds to which type of drugs. So as a lab technologist or as a lab scientist, I'm able to expose this organism to various drugs to find out what is sensitive to this bacteria. Then now I'll give a report that this patient is suffering from this type of infection, and these are the suitable drugs which are sensitive. At some point, maybe if you're given just what we call empiric treatment, you are given just, okay, we know this might be a bacterial infection, let me give you this drug, you know, let me give you. But you are not very sure if it has developed resistance or it is still sensitive. So when you go to the lab, you are able to say, okay, fine, don't give this drug, this antibiotic, because it's resistant. From now, the examination, there is a process whereby we get the organism, we expose to various drugs. We normally say we grow the organism. Unakuja tuseme na kikohozi. Tunaigrow, tunaimeesha. So when growing, we want to know what is this in your cough or what is this in your blood. We do what we call blood culture. We grow the blood. Then we are exposing to various nutrients, then the bacteria will be able to grow. So when it grows, we do what we call identification. We identify. When we identify, we know it's caused by Klebsiella, Proteus, Pseudomonas, whichever type of bacteria. Then we go further and do what we call susceptibility. Which drugs are susceptible to this bacteria? Then we find out that's where resistance comes in. So we'll be able to say it is resistant to this, it is sensitive to this. Then we report to the physician that this is what I found out in this person. The blood of this person is infected with this type of bacteria, and it is resistant to these drugs, but sensitive to this. So do prescribe these drugs. So the physician will prescribe, go take this and this for this period of time. Yes.
And do you have any problem with the type of diagnosis? Like they say, okay, unaweza enda pale kwa daktari. Then anakuambia hii dawa ni kama imekuwa haijakuwa ikifanya kazi, but imekuwa inatibu huu ugonjwa. But at the same time anasema kwamba ni kama hii dawa haitumiki. Anasema nitakubadilishia madawa. Does it have a problem?
It doesn't have a problem. And that's now after the lab diagnosis. Yes. Lab atakwambia, okay, fine. The one we found out to be resistant, maybe ndio atasema, umekuwa ukitumia hii dawa, but I found out that it's not working.
It's not working.
So let's escalate. Let's go to this one now, which we found out that it's working well for this type of infection. Yes.
And maybe a person may also be asking what kind of method, or rather, what methods are there that are being used to diagnose certain disease?
So this is where now I come in as a medical microbiologist. The lab cultures, we do what we call culture. That's what I've been explaining. Yes. We take your blood, we take your urine, we take your stool, we take whichever. Even hata kama ukiwa na kinonda tunachukua hiyo uzaa. Yes, we see what is causing this. Because it's not normal, that means there is an infection. So we take various types of specimens. Then how we go further and culture to find out what is causing this. Yes.
And we have a group of people wanasema kwamba in certain community there have been such kind of disease ambayo imekuwa pale. Like unapata kwamba kuna wale wanasema kwamba katika ile jamii kuna watu walikuwa wanaugua ugonjwa huu na baada ya muda fulani ukaweza kutoweka. Have there been any challenge like that? Unapata kwamba maybe watu wanakuwa wagonjwa but they are referring to certain communities, wanasema kwamba hii ilitokea mahala hapa. Na wakati wanasema kwamba because we had some measures ambazo tunaweza put in place, those people were not coming together with other people, maybe ikaenda ikapotea. Do you have any problem like unapata mtu amekuwa mgonjwa but anasema kwamba this is hii ni ya hii jamii fulani? Like myth zipo, unapata kwamba mtu hataki kwenda hospitali.
Lakini ati hii ni ugonjwa yetu. Hii ni ugonjwa wa ukoo wetu. No, that is not right. Yeah. Maybe, okay, the way I can just think of, labda because we are living in this community, wewe tuseme umetoka nje kidogo, ukarudi, you came with a certain infection. It's a contagious thing, yeah? You know, we are just enclosed, tuko community pamoja, ama familia. So, because of that infection you have, kuna kitu tuseme uko na TB, then you are in this community, you are with these people. There are high chances that you will transfer the infection with these other people, then that other person, unaona, maybe. So it's just a myth because hakuna ugonjwa wa community fulani. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Na mtazamaji, hayo tu ni baadhi ya maswali unapata kwamba lazima tuweze kuyaguzia, lakini tunaendelea na mada kuhusu now the diagnosing level. Unapata kwamba ni lazima pia unapokuwa mgonjwa tunazidi kuhimiza ya kwamba lazima uweze ukaweza kumuona daktari wakakufanyia kipimo, waweze kujua haswa ni ugonjwa upi wanakutibu. Na kile ambacho tunazungumza tunajaribu kukomesha kile kitu ambacho tunazungumzia kwamba unapohisi ya kwamba unahisi maumivu fulani, unaenda kwenye duka la dawa ama a nearby chemist kuweza kununua dawa. Na unapata kwamba hata ile dawa ambayo unainunua haitakuwa inakusaidia, ama huenda basi itakusaidia kwa muda mfupi, lakini unapata kwamba mwili unakosa kuanza, ama hautakuwa ama hizo dawa zitakuwa zinafanya kazi tena katika mwili wako na itakuwa inaleta madhara hata zaidi. Tunapoendelea na mada yetu, pia ningependa kuweza kukuhusisha na our second advertisement, that is Mamlaka School of Media and Sign Language. Wapo basi wewe ni mwanafunzi na ungependa kujiendeleza katika taaluma ya wanahabari, Mamlaka School of Media iko hapa na ni jawabu kwako wewe kama mwanafunzi. Fika pale na utakuwa unaelezwa jinsi ya kujiunga na taasisi hii na kujiendeleza kimasomo. Kwa mengi zaidi, basi ningependa tuweze kutazama kanda ya Mamlaka School of Media and Sign Language.
Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth.
Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station, on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production,
Mtazamaji, hiyo imekuwa ni kanda ya Mamlaka School of Media and Sign Language. Wanapatikana katika kaunti ya Nakuru, hasa ukiwa katika mji huu mkuu wa Nakuru, ukiwa Kenyatta Avenue. Wanapatikana pale Uniman Building, inapatikana next to Equity Bank. Uniman Building above Shaz Outfitters. Tuko pale first floor na pia on a fifth floor unaweza kufika pale na ukaweza kuelekezwa jinsi ya kujiunga na taasisi hii. Tunaendelea na mada yetu ya siku ya leo kuhusu antimicrobial awareness. Na bila shaka leo hii tunaangalia kuhusu diagnosis level. Na iwapo basi una swali pia nitakuwa nalisoma na daktari atakuwa anatuelekeza. Now, daktari, ningependa tuweze kuangalia now the role of professionals. How they play in diagnosing these diseases.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so the role of diagnosis, it's for basically we have a clinical diagnosis whereby daktari atakuangalia, ataona okay fine, this is not something which might not even require lab diagnosis. We call it clinical diagnosis.
So,
utaenda una running nose, uende unakohoa kidogo, anaona hii inatoshea tu cetirizine. Yes. So it's just a basic.
It's just a basic
so
thing.
that's what we call clinical diagnosis, which might not really end up in the lab. And that one inafanyika na physicians or clinicians. Utaenda akupe dawa and prescribe. And in that case, there might not be any need of antibiotics.
And in terms of, let's say, in our healthcare setting, do we have any way to prevent this AMR?
Yes. So one important way of preventing this AMR, one is advocacy to the community and each and every other person. Yes, that whenever you are sick, go visit a clinician or visit a hospital so that you are given proper diagnosis, either clinical or lab diagnosis. And in that case, we will prevent misuse of these antibiotics, which ends up in antimicrobial resistance. Secondly, also infection prevention. Most of these infections necessitate like washing of hands, proper use of the toilet, environment, use of a mask, So prevention infection, and also this one cuts across the community at the same time the hospital. When you are in an hospital, say like our good hospital here, Nakuru County Referral, there is a committee known as infection prevention and control. How do we prevent infections? You come to a hospital visiting your your relative, unaingia kwa ward. Those are sick people. How will you prevent yourself from getting infected from the organisms or from the infections which are present there? So there is what we call infection prevention and control. Clean your hands. Wash your hands before and after. After visiting a hospital, make sure you wash your hands. Usipeleke watoto pale. Their immunity is very low. It cannot fight. So that is a way of preventing these infections. And when you prevent infections from occurring, then again, you will prevent the misuse of these antibiotics or antimicrobial agents. And so we will have prevented antimicrobial resistance. It won't occur. Secondly is diagnosis. Also, that's another way. If you have proper diagnosis and proper medication, then again we will prevent this antimicrobial resistance.
Na kuna swali ambalo pia unapata kwamba Wakenya sometimes ama sisi kama binadamu, like let's say during the period of COVID-19 pandemic. That was the year 2021. Unapata kwamba we had some measures, restrictions ambazo tulikuwa tunatumia, kuna mikono, keep distance. Now because the virus tumeweza kuidhibiti kidogo, do you think sisi wenyewe tumefeli, tumeanza kudinyuma, we are now losing the culture?
We are losing the culture. Thank you so much. During that COVID period, for sure, if you can flash back, you'll find out that there were very minimal infections. They were very minimal because you will be having your infection. Uko na homa, uko na mask. You cannot transmit to the other person. You wash your hands. You also protect yourself, protect your household, protect the community. Social distancing also was very important. And during that period, we really realized a very high drop in infections. So the problem is now tuliweka zote kando. Tukarudi normal life. And we were really longing for this normal life where we just work with no mask. But tunaona the rise in these infections. I think it might, dealing with human beings, of course. Uniambie sahi put on a mask. Of course, it's not very comfortable. Keep social distancing. And for antimicrobial resistance, it has not really hit people. Then we don't really realize the impact until it hits you. When you go to a hospital, unaambiwa, okay, after lab diagnosis, unaambiwa, okay, you have this type of infection. But it's resistant to almost all available antibiotics. Then the time you will know the seriousness of this AMR. Otherwise, COVID ilikuja ikaua watu. That's the impact which was felt. But this one, it's a silent killer. Because when it finds you alone, you just die alone.
And some people, you find that some people wanafikiria, that's why tumekuwa tukipata visa kwamba Mtu anasema nimekuwa nikiugua na kichwa kinaniuma, kinapona. Haendi kupata matibabu. The time anaenda hospitali unapata kwamba dakika kidogo tunampoteza. And that is sad and very bad, kwa sababu unapata kwamba tunazidi kuzungumza kila siku. Wakati mtu unahisi maumivu, ni vyema umtembelee daktari. Now, pia tunauliza kwa sababu you doctors, you are giving us the way to go. Now, how, ni vipi wagonjwa pia watakuwa wanasaidia kupunguza haya maradhi?
Yeah, the best thing is, one, whenever you are sick, visit a hospital. Don't self-medicate. Yeah, because haujui unatibu nini. You know, we have signs and symptoms of infection. Yes. It's like ukiwa na cancer, si ati inaanza leo ujue ni cancer. There is some signs itaanza. Unasikia maumivu, you know, and you don't know what is causing it. Having a headache is not something normal. No. So what is causing this headache? It's one of the signs and symptoms. Having vomiting, you know, those signs which are obvious. So whenever you feel you are not well, visit a hospital, or a clinical facility. And I explain. Yes. And that's why we have clinicians, we have physicians, we have pharmacists, we have lab, you know.
Okay, na pia kuna wale ambao wanajiuliza labda unapata kwamba when we come now to technology, because the world is now changing. Do we have any difference the way you are doing things before and right now due to the introduction of the technology?
The way as
the way you are doing in terms of mgonjwa akicha hospitalini, wanasema kwamba hapo awali ulikuwa unatuma nyumbani wanakuambia utakuja upokee majibu, lakini sasa hivi do they get response at the very moment?
Okay, fine. It depends with the type of diagnosis. Or many times what now we can say we are using is because when we are doing lab diagnosis, we cannot get instant results. Like now we're dealing with microbiology, it involves a process whereby we're supposed to culture, we do susceptibility testing, then you find that your results might take up to 1 week. So we don't have really that technology, but we make sure sometimes at some point you leave your contacts, we tell you your results is out, come for the results. You know the thing of, we cannot just post your results. Yes, we can post the results. Then how will you consume these results? So the best thing is, we say, okay, fine, your results is out, you can come and pick. Then you pick your results, go back to the clinician, angalia hii majibu. Unaona? Ama waambiwe kuja ona daktari, majibu iko tayari. So daktari akwambie, fine, we did this and this, these were your complaints. We did this and this and this. Then we found out that you have this type of infection. Then from this infection now, which are the suitable drugs which are sensitive for this type of infection. So I think that's the only technology. Or we tell you, okay, fine, this will take this period of time. It takes 1 hour for you to have your results. It, depending on the type of the tests which is being done. Others can take 5 minutes, 1 hour, 5 hours, 1 week, 2 weeks, depending on the type of diagnosis. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think we are going to take a very short commercial break. Tukirejea basi tutakuwa tunaangazia now how are we going to educate the people, inform them, and how they are going to act on it. Kwa sababu unapata kwamba tunaweza kuwa tunazungumza na kuna wale ambao wanajiuliza, sasa tumekuwa tunazungumza, tufanye nini sasa? Hayo ndio maswala ambayo tunayapokea, na pia vile vile nitakuwa narejea na pia kuweza kuwataja wale ambao wameweza kuzungumza nasi kwenye mtandao zetu za kijamii, na pia kama kuna swali nitakuwa ninalisoma pale. Usiondoke.
Step into a brighter future at Better You School, conveniently located in Barnabas along the Nakuru-Nairobi Highway. We are ready to nurture young minds from playgroup to class 1, providing a foundation for a lifetime of learning in a serene Christian setting. Enroll in the ongoing intake and take a step into a world of discovery and growth.
Located just 400 meters off Ruby's petrol station, on the way to Luna Hotel, we are at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas Sanctuary. To secure your spot, call 0790-899-899 or visit us at the Chosen Generation Church Barnabas. Better You School, bettering your future.
Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality offers comprehensive education ranging from artisan levels to advanced diplomas. Our courses cover food and beverage production, catering and accommodation, pastry and baking, culinary arts, tour guiding and operation, tourism and business management, fashion and design from artisan level to higher diploma, sales and marketing, banking and finance, accountancy, business management, ICT, CPA courses, hairdressing and beauty therapy, cosmetology, electrical engineering and installation. We also provide short courses in public relations, event management and entrepreneurship, as well as language classes in Spanish, German, French, Chinese, and sign language and interpretation. Our accredited examining bodies include NEC, ICM, CASNEB, NITA, and KISM. Accommodation is available for out-of-town students. We offer full-time, part-time, and online classes. For more information, visit us on the 4th floor of Equator House, Nakuru. Contact us at 0727 424 698 or 0721 582 532 or email info@nakurucollege.ac.ke. You can also visit our website www.nakurucollege.ac.ke. Nakuru College of Commerce and Hospitality, defining a culture of professional excellence.
Are you passionate about media, communication, or learning sign language? Welcome to Mamlaka School of Media and Sign Language, where we transform passion into profession. We offer comprehensive courses in Kenya Sign Language and Interpretation, ideal for anyone looking to bridge communication gap and make a difference in people's lives. Explore the exciting world of journalism and mass communication, or capture breathtaking moments through videography and photography. Our TV and film production courses will set you on the path to success. Master the art of live streaming and become a pro in radio production. We also nurture entrepreneurial minds with our entrepreneurship skills program. And for those eyeing international opportunities, we offer test of English as a foreign language. Enjoy flexible fee payment options tailored to fit your budget. Experience high-quality professional studies that equip you with essential skills. Benefit from attachment placements in reputable media houses, giving you real-world experience. Grow in an environment grounded in Christian values and a commitment to discipline, ensuring a well-rounded education. We are proudly hosted by Mamlaka Television and Chosen Generation Church. Enroll today and step into your future. For more information, call, text, or WhatsApp us at 0700 899 899.
Dreams.
Naam, karibu tena mtazamaji katika awamu hii yetu ya mwisho. Tunaendelea na mada yetu, we are having our health conversation, and today we have Dr. Lilian ambaye ametoka Nakuru PGH, right?
Yes. At least we call Nakuru County Referral and Teaching Hospital.
And Teaching Hospital, sir.
Yes.
Hospital, yeah. Tunaendelea, naona tumesalia na muda mchache, lakini ningependa kuweza kuangazia nao because tunazungumzia kuhusu Awareness Week.
Yes.
Mnafanyaje? How are you doing like wakati huu mnafanya vipi na tofauti vile mlikuwa mnafanya pale awali?
Okay. When we talk of Awareness Week, this is specifically for antimicrobial, and we want to combat antimicrobial resistance. Tunataka we make awareness to the communities, to our country, to all individuals, yes, who are our clients. Everybody is a client at one point or the other, so that you are aware that it's not ideal for us to use antimicrobials or antibiotics specifically. Because when you talk of antibiotic resistance, it's specifically for antibiotics which works against the bacteria. So what we can really say, and that's why I'm here today, is to make all of us aware that it's not good to self-medicate. It's good to visit a clinical facility for you to be seen, for you to be diagnosed. Upelekwe lab, upimwe, ijulikane ugonjwa ni ipi, then now you can be given the right medication. Yes, we cannot really be able to go to the communities, and that's why we've come to this Mamlaka TV, so that for those who are able to watch, wataweza elewa kwamba si vizuri kwenda kwa chemist kununua dawa at each and every time you are not feeling well, this is what will promote resistance. Because you don't know what you are treating in the first place. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think you have talked about you are not going to treat patients from their home. Kuna yule ambaye alikuwa ameweza kuniuliza akasema kwamba during the period of COVID-19 we heard that doctors were working from home, people were working from home, institution, their employer or rather their employees were working from home. Na kuna hii ambayo tumekuwa tukizungumzia, serikali imesema kwamba they are planning to employ community healthcare workers. Hawa kazi yao itakuwa ni kufikia wagonjwa pale nyumbani ama itakuwa vipi? Inakuwa vipi hapo?
Okay,
because mmesema hamfikii wagonjwa.
Yes. And that is why we have this community health care givers. Yeah. So the main purpose of this community health care givers, they are being employed so that they visit the communities. They see what is going on in the community. Okay, see ati wataenda kuwatibu as such, but understand how these communities are. They go to the homesteads, they find somebody who is sick. Unajua at some point utapata mtu ako nyumbani, unaambiwa fulani ni amekuwa mgonjwa for 1 month, ako nyumbani, anaugua nini. Then these community caregivers will go, awaambie hapana, huu ugonjwa unataka uende hospitali. Yes, they'll advise. Wapate watoto hawajapata chanjo. Waambiwe hii chanjo, are we able to give? At some point they are able to give some vaccines. Others they refer to the hospital.
To the hospitals,
Unapata kwamba in the communities, sometimes watasema hii ni urogi, and it's a very simple infection. Asema si mimi nilirogwa, so I'm using this mitishamba. Yes. Na hii mitishamba haijadhibitisha kwamba inafanya. Is it the right infection? What is the infection in the first place? So they are the ones to see that community are also aware of the facilities which are around them. Watawambia nenda hii dispensary. Then ukifika dispensary they are able to refer you. Waseme go to a health center, we are not able to manage this, but meanwhile do this and this, go to this health center. They do referral. Health center go to level 4, level 3 and so forth. So it's a way of reaching the community and making them aware that this infection requires further type of management. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So wanasaidia to enlighten the community. Yes. And if whatever they are able to manage, because at some point they undergo some training, whatever they are able to manage, at that point they do it. Yes.
And do we have any challenges in terms of diagnosing or other preventing or other what you have come across in terms when you associate with the patient? Do you have any problems that are resulting from the process, the whole process?
Yes. At some point we are not really saying we are 100% able to diagnose it. And that's why unasikia mwingine amerifariwa Kenyatta, mwingine amerifariwa MTRH because of the levels. But so far we are saying our county hospitals are well equipped. So this one will require some equipment. And that's why we have their referral systems. Yes. Ukiwa health center unaambiwa nenda PGH because they know they are able to. For the county referral hospitals, they are equipped. I think almost they are able to do this diagnosis. But there are challenges of equipment in these other levels. Maybe at some level we say a health center, they are able to do diagnosis up to this level. And whatever they are not able to, one, they can refer the samples or they refer the patient to the higher level of diagnosis. So there is a challenge. The second challenge may be the cost. Cost of diagnosis also is another challenge. Then finally, we can have human resource also. Yes. There might be a challenge of human resource. Because
kuna yule pia ambaye anasema kwamba anapotumwa katika hospitali nyingine, unapata kwamba when he or she goes with those samples, unapata kwamba anafika kula na anasema tena tutafanya tena vipimo vingine upya. Na anasema kwamba hiyo inakuwa ni changamoto. Does it mean that maybe kulikuwepo na matatizo pale katika zahanati ambayo aliweza kwenda ya kwanza?
Okay, no, there might not have been a challenge. Unasikia tutafanya kiwango kingine. Yes. That means another level of diagnosis. This is a management from a lower facility. Mwenye yuko pale amefanya kiwango anaweza. Then you are referred. So that means again there should be something better which can be added so that they do proper diagnosis. Referral. you know, then there should be something more than what was done here. Yes.
Like you can say, unapotuma mahali fulani, you have to expect something bigger or rather
and that
better results.
Yes, and that is it now. Because, okay, fine, you've done this, but it could be better when we do this other diagnosis so that we come up with a concrete answer. We know what is this infection. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Wale ambao mmekuwa nasi kwenye mitandao nasema asanteni sana kwa sababu naona tumekuwa naye Dan Collins Kipto, wameweza kutuma ujumbe wao, nimeweza kusoma na nikaweza kupitisha kama swali ambalo mmeweza kulizungumzia pale. Penina Kamau, thank you so much. But kabla sijawataja wale ambao mmekuwa nasi, labda huu ni wakati ambapo kwa sababu tunazungumzia kuhusu creating awareness, public awareness about antimicrobial resistance. Sasa ujumbe wa mwisho kwa mtazamaji daktari. Labda kuna yule ambaye ametupata katikati na labda anajiuliza tumekuwa tukizungumzia na hakupata pale mwanzoni. Labda you just do an overview kwa kila ambacho tumeweza kukizungumzia as you summarize as you end the discussion.
Okay, thank you so much. So in summary, what we can say is this has been an antimicrobial resistance awareness week. We want to make our citizens aware that there is this antimicrobial resistance. There is a resistance towards the antibiotics that we are using because one, it has resulted maybe due to overuse, misuse, underuse, or whichever way of misusing these antibiotics. And so we want to make us aware that whenever we are not feeling well, whenever we are sick, it's advisable that we visit a clinical facility so that we do proper diagnosis of the infection and we are able to do in the lab what we call antimicrobial susceptibility testing, which means we subject this infectious agent to various drugs to find out the susceptible one or a sensitive drug and a resistant, so that whatever you will be using, we are sure that this is sensitive to this type of microorganism causing the infection. So it is our advocacy, or we are trying to inform the our clients that whenever you are sick, make sure you visit the hospital. Don't self-medicate. Don't go to the over-the-counter medications because you are not sure of what you are treating as an individual. Yes, we have technology. You might Google, know that I can use this, but you are not tested for that type of infection. So it's good that we don't use, especially the antibiotics are the ones which are at higher risk of developing resistance. And as we all know that these antibiotics, it takes a prolonged period of time. To get a new type of antibiotics takes ages or decades. So what we can advise is do the testing before using these antibiotics, get the right medication from physician or a clinician, and also utilize the lab testing.
Thank you so much. Nimeweza kusikia ukaguza kuhusu technology. Kumekuwa na changamoto wa Kenya wanaingia kwenye mtandao, they Google, wanajiangalia their signs and symptoms, wana Google, wanatafuta wao kujua ni ugonjwa gani, alafu kutoka hapo wanatafuta madawa.
Yes.
Imekuwepo.
Yes. Nowadays that's what is being used.
Hilo kidogo nimelisikia kwa mara ya kwanza.
Unasikia ka headache kidogo, unasema inaweza kuwa nini? Ama unasikia ukikohoa, unasema which is the best drug? Then una Google, this is, I can use amoxicillin. You go to the counter, unanunua. Unatumia. Kila mtu ni daktari.
Lakini ni sawa, ni sawa. Tumekuwa tukizungumzia na natumai kwamba Wakenya wameweza kufahamu kila ambacho tumeweza kukizungumzia. Na tutazidi kuzungumzia kwa sababu hata baada ya wiki hii, kwa sababu hatuwezi kusema this is the only week we are going to talk about this. Tutakuwa tunazungumzia na kila ambacho tunahimiza ni kwamba Wakenya tusijitibu sisi wenyewe. Tuende hospitalini, tupimwe, tuweze kujua hasa tunaugua ugonjwa. Unaweza kupata labda ni matatizo tu ya uchovu, safari, ama umefanya kazi sana ni kuchoka. Wewe ndio yule kwa sababu umekimbia kwa duka la dawa. Dr. Lilian, nimeshukuru sana kufikia hapo. Basi mazungumzo yako ama usemi wako umekuwa muhimu sana kwa mtazamaji na pia kwangu pia. Kuna kitu nimeweza kujifunza pale. Na nimeshukuru sana.
Thank you.
Hadi siku nyingine panapo majaliwa, basi tukipata mada nyingine tutakuwa tunakualika tena tuweze kuzungumzia let's keep our body healthy. Asanteni sana. Na mtazamaji, huyu tumekuwa naye amekuwa ni Daktari Lilian from Nakuru Provincial Hospital na tutakuwa na haya mazungumzo wiki hii yote. Tutakuwa tunajaribu kuzungumza tuweze kujua hasa ni vipi tutakuwa tunajiweka sawa. Lakini kabla sijaondoka, ningependa pia kuweza kuhusisha wale ambao wameweza kunitumia ujumbe kwenye mitandao zetu za kijamii. And I see we have Miss Wanjiru Kanyago anasema tuned in. Thank you so much. Peter Njehia, Minister Peter Njehia from Chosen Generation Church anasema yuko ndani. Thank you so much. Babla Nafula, thank you for tuning in. John Omwanda Classic, nilikuwa nimesoma ujumbe wako, na Dan Collins nilikuwa nimesoma jumbe zenyu pale mwanzoni. Tabi Ichoya anasema yuko ndani. Penina Kamau, thank you so much. Moses Iran Kunda, Abraham Bernard Kizito, thank you so much for tuning in. And lastly, I see we have a brother Maximiliano Maxwell anasema, hi Mamlaka, you are doing a good job, tuned in from Kongasis. Thank you so much my brother Maxwell ama Maximiliano Maxwell. Hao ndio wameweza kunitumia ujumbe pale kwenye mitandao zetu za kijamii, na kufikia hapo mtazamaji, nitakuwa na waacha na kanda ya Better You Foundation hadi siku ya kesho panapo majaliwa, hapa kwenye kipindi chetu Mamlaka Breakfast. Tutakuwa tunapata tena, na pia kumbuka siku ya kesho rais atakuwa analihutubia taifa, na tutakuwa tunahakikisha kwamba tunafuatilia tuweze kujua ni yapi atakuwa anayazungumzia. Kwa heri hadi siku ya kesho panapo majaliwa, hapa tutakuwa tunapatana tena.